Time to debate the mini-budget before it is adopted, as opposition parties complain that the adjusted budget took away from basic services. Others complained about the 10.5 billion rand bailout for SAA.
A critical review of various policies governing the environment within which SAA operates must be done. Such a review will require collaboration among the departments of finance, public enterprise, transport, tourism, and economic development and competition. Capital injection alone without accompanying policy and strategy reviews will not do the trick. We have seen the significant increase in the number of airlines landing on the South African airports in the period leading to and after 2010 FIFA World Cup, including Emirates. Just before lockdown, it was announced that American Airlines will run the direct flights to Cape Town. All this at the expense of SAA.
We still have endless SOE bailouts, including 10 billion rand for SAA. What makes these bailouts so outrageous is that the government is willing to blow this money on a failing airline. But as the country found out yesterday, there was no payment made to secure access to a COVID vaccine.
Parliament should reject the medium-term budget policy statement and the adjusted appropriation bill. We should not adopt a medium-term budget policy statement flooded with right-wing ideological foolishness disguised as sense and reason. This is unashamedly an attack on workers and the poor in the interest of profit, the advancement of private interest and foreign handlers in Goldman Sachs, Moody, Fish, S&P and the IMF.
The IFP hopes, Chairperson, that the government will ensure that these monies are appropriated and outlined does exactly what is intended for. We support the measures outlined in the reconstruction and recovery plan insofar as identified structural reforms that are necessary for the promotion of faster, inclusive growth, provide for skills acquisition and education.
This budget is full of wrong priorities, and that is the bottom line. To be excited about it, to be content, is really astounding. It is a shame. It is really a shame.
Bailouts and corruption and state capture have contributed further to this situation. Chairperson, it is clear that the country's deep challenges are not being dealt with at the requisite speed. Many in government, we would submit, fail to appreciate the fully negative impact of business sentiment of these downgrades.
Our people have lost faith in government, they have lost faith in justice, they have lost faith in ESCOM, and they don't believe SAA will stop hemorrhaging money. It is our greatest task to restore their faith.
You want South African Airways? Which of you, if you had your own business, will go and support the opposition? It doesn't make sense. But all of us here will want to fly opposition, but not fly with your same South African Airways. Give more airline routes to the opposition. Allow more airlines to come in. And you're expecting South African Airways to survive. Clearly, it cannot survive. And I'm not saying there's no challenges there. Yes, indeed, there is a problem of management.
The budget deficit can only be narrowed by the reductions in the wage bill. The wage bill, which is a bone of contention between the unions and the Treasury, very much unfortunate. To assist the growing of our economy, the COVID-19 must be contained. So this means now the people have got to follow all protocols so that we all contain or fight against the COVID-19 because it's sort of a disturbance to our economy. Due to COVID-19, the South African GDP will only grow by 2.1% on the average.
But the finance minister, however, pointed out to lawmakers that the adjusted budget was necessitated by low growth and lower revenue collection projections. He then responded directly to the DA's claims that the government had missed the deadline for paying for the COVID-19 vaccine.
It's very important that when you're an adult person, you must first inform yourself of all the facts before you open your mouth. The fact of the matter is that we have sufficient time until plus minus 15th of December to do the payment. So we have not missed the deadline at all. And the Solidarity Fund stands ready to pay the 500 million rand that has been promised. We have not missed the deadline at all.
The mini-budget has now been passed by the House amid opposition from some parties. Lilani Philip, SABC News, Parliament.